So, when I was in elementary school, a teacher from a charity visited my class and introduced us to a video. The video soon took me to the life of a poor African child. There, I faced orphans who were about the same age as me at the time, starving in malnutrition under the scorching sun. Watching the children in agony, I felt pity for them and realized that their reality is desperate and support is necessary. So I eventually asked myself, how can we reduce poverty and create a society where everyone can enjoy life better? In response to this question, already international society has been fighting against poverty for centuries. Many people and organizations have provoked the public to take various actions, from promoting to donating and volunteering. And I believe many people, including you, have been participating in philanthropic activities. Some may have donated war relief aid to Syria and Ukraine. Some have donated foods to the African children in malnutrition. The others may have traveled thousands of kilometers to provide medical treatments in a ghetto. I was no exception. Following the path of the traditional philanthropic activities, I also donated to starving African children and traveled to Africa to meet those people and aid them in person. While we often recognize the destitute across our countries, however, I realize that we often overlook the people near us. While we often remember the poor thousands of kilometers away, we disregard the poor a few blocks away. So I want to ask you to recall your local surroundings and think carefully for the people in need. Near the town you're living in the street you always pass by, is there anyone in starvation, poverty, addiction, or depression? Well, I hadn't think about this question until I encountered a program called the 5K Serving Ministry. When I first heard about this, I was shocked because this ministry encouraged us to first look around for the people in need surrounding us. But I confronted the reality that the poor I can serve is actually close to me. So after all, I joined to the 5K ministry team where I can cooperatively serve people with other team members. The first service was donating to the orphan. As usual, we all gathered our contributions and donated fruits as desserts to the orphanage. But the variation is this. As a one-time special event, our team members prepared Christmas presents for the orphans, wrote letters with loving and caring words, and sent to them. Although I wasn't able to see their responses, I am definite that they would have loved it. Another service was held in a small village of Shak Shanti called Guryongmaul. Not only I delivered the food and bedding sets to them, but also I made the handmade carnation brooches with our team and gave it to the senior citizens as presents. And the other service I was engaged was providing foods to the homeless at the subway station. So, as I continued to aid people in need surrounding me and express my love to them, I realized the benefits the short distance services have as much as the services held at the far distances. Therefore, I would like to share some of the benefits today. First, frequency. Participating in service across the country is often overwhelming in time, distance, and money. But serving near distance eliminates these burdens. People can find areas close to their homes, activate their services in the time available, and overall reduce travel expenses. Thus, making it much easier to execute service near distance allows us to take real actions more frequently. Second, simplicity. Sometimes when people think of volunteering, they consider something with a great quality and quantity. However, serving near distance teaches us that volunteering can start with a small and accessible practice. For instance, let's suppose that there is a beggar in the street where you always pass by. The small action you can do is take a loaf of bread and give it to the beggar. And then the small action you can add is to encourage with a word of hope. Likewise, serving is not always complex, but can start with a small action and a simple action. Third, witness. One motivation for doing philanthropic activities is to change the environment we are serving. While we often know the influences through news, reports, and letters, we often lack to see the changes with our eyes. An alternative exists. By how supporting the people in need surrounding us, we can directly listen to various testimonies and witness the life-changing moments. Therefore, we as supporters receive greater encouragement to develop the community through serving. Through the experience of supporting people around me, I realized that my perspective of philanthropic activities was too narrow in particular locations and programs. However, I realized that philanthropic activities at locations near my house is as beneficial as the services held at far distance. So I want to encourage you, everyone, to look around your house and your town. Search for people in need and try supporting them with realistic actions. Probably you will recognize and experience the love, warmth, caring, and harmony within your surroundings. Thank you.